The past week in Star Citizen was the perfect storm of content drops, technical updates, and long-awaited returns, with Inside Star Citizen finally back on the schedule, Alpha 4.1.1 expanding to Wave 2 testers, and an entire arsenal of new missions and ship reworks being rolled into the PTU. There was no shortage of things to explore, from hair tech to asteroid ambushes, from cargo haulers finally getting love to a combat training gauntlet that pushes pilot to the limits. It was a week that touched nearly every aspect of the game, so let's take a closer look at everything that happened in the verse day by day. Welcome to Last Week in Star Citizen. We'll start with Monday, April 14th. This week began with a traditional This Week in Star Citizen. No new patch was deployed on that day, but the announcement that Inside Star Citizen would return on Thursday stirred some anticipation throughout the community. After more than a month without an episode, many were eager for an update from the developers, especially given all the excitement developments that are happening in the PTU. Tuesday, April 15th, marked the release of the third Evocati patch for 4.1.1, and it came packed with content. First, we had the asteroid-based mining outposts, which were introduced both in Stettin and Paro, and these are of course part of the brand new space missions that are coming up, which are the ambush missions, as well as the patrol missions and the Gili Space School missions as well. Also, we are going to talk a little bit about ship balance here, because there have been some change. At this time, some long-forgotten vessels here got really some attention. The RAFT, often dismissed as one of the most underwhelming cargo ships in the game, received a dramatic buff. Its cargo capacity was increased from 96 SCU to 192 SCU, thanks to a rework that replaces the external cargo arms into an external grid, and it's definitely going to be much more useful. It also features a side-mounted tractor beam operated from a new control panel at the rear. For the first time since its release, the RAFT might actually find a role in the industrial gameplay loop, especially given its price here, $125 for 192 SCU. That is quite a bargain. Same in game, it's a bit more than 3 million Alpha UEC. Absolutely fantastic if you're into cargo hauling. The Anvil Valkyrie also received a tuning pass. Its structure and hull HP were increased, giving it more staying power in combat. Its maneuvering thrusters were slightly boosted, though its top speed was reduced to better match its role as a heavy troop carrier. Weapon balance was also on the menu. The Karma Energy Rifle now has increased spread, slower alternative fire, and more recoil, making it more of a mid to long range marksman weapon, which is how I've always used it anyway. Meanwhile, the Gallon got a slight damage bump from 90 to 21 and improved recoil control, giving it a more defined niche as a mid-tier precision rifle. Small but important quality of life changes here. The medgun is now used as a pistol and takes a pistol, so that means that you're not going to be able to carry with you a pistol if you have already equipped a medical gun. Next, we're going to talk about Wednesday, April 16th, and this here there was a major milestone because 4.1.1 opened to Wave 1. That means that all Evocatis as well as subscribers were able to try the new patch, and this gave CIG a significant population boost for increased feedback volume and bug reports. Thursday, April 17th delivered two major things: the fourth 4.1.1 PTU patch and the long-awaited return of Inside Star Citizen. The new patch focused on polish mission, payouts were adjusted for better scaling, and the advanced combat gauntlet was changed to progress sequentially, meaning that you must now complete each mission in order to unlock the next. It's a subtle but effective way to create a real feeling of progression and challenge. Meanwhile, Inside Star Citizen focused on one particular element of visual fidelity here: hairstyle. The segment unveiled the first wave of new hair assets, part of a larger character customization overhaul. With new hair shaders, more style variety, and better blending with head meshes, this is one of the first visible upgrades of the DNA system in over 2 years. Developers also hinted at future updates to facial structures, blending any body types, possibly arriving in a later 4.1.x patch or eventually 4.2. Friday, April 18th brought the usual RSI newsletter and a teaser image of an upcoming armor set. This one looks like it's industrial and practical with reinforced EVA plating and high visibility marker. Community speculation suggests that it might be an upcoming Grey Cat armor here, focused on utility gameplay, salvage, or perhaps mining roles. With 4.1.1 shaping up to be one of the most gameplay diverse patch in recent memory, new armor sets tied to profession themes seems to be quite likely. In short, this week wasn't just about bug fixes or balance changes, it was a systems update with mission logic, combat progression, faction identity, profession balance, and character expression all moving forward together. It's becoming increasingly clear that Cloud Imperium Games isn't just patching content, they're building gameplay tiers, giving players more meaningful choices on how they engage in the verse. Anyway, that's pretty much it for last week in Star Citizen. If you enjoyed this recap, please consider liking and subscribing. Comment to any videos posted this month. If you are subscribed, well, this can get you a chance to win an Anvil Super Helmet Mark II, and 10 entries will put it to the Wheel of Names that way. Automatic entries for Patreon and YouTube members, including people like Dr. Frobin, Tokar, Tarsis, Zero Crusher, Shadow Rise, and Dr. Tucker. Thank you so much, guys, for watching until the end. I have been Rad, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Time will have to be smart. Now what we have is just an illusion, a placeholder that's far from the final vision. Thou shalt not take what thou hast for granted. It's all subject to change, it's what they wanted, and it will stay so till release.